To create a new model in ETABS, you need to click this icon, New Model. Then you can make use of the options over here. I will continue with Use Built-in Settings with, and I will continue with these options. And here also, I'm just going to continue with the same things. Otherwise, if you want to custom grid spacing or custom story data, you can able to go for. Here we will be having 4 in X direction, 4 in Y direction, having distance in between 8 meter, 8 meter. If you want to like custom the grid spacing, you can just go here and you can go for edit grid data. And here you can able to edit. For example, I need only A and B, don't need C and D, means we can delete it. And in between also, like if you want to change, you can able to change. This is like display grid data as ordinates. Otherwise, we can go for display grid data as spacing. So spacing in the sense, A and B, it is like 8 meter spacing. Ordinate in the sense, it will start from 0 and then end with 8 meter, 0 meter, 8 meter. This is like a spacing, this is like coordinates. Okay, if I'm just going to put like this, see, this is like a ordinate. When you are going for spacing, this is like 8 and 8. So I will go for a 4 and 4. And here also I need 5 and then 5. And here also I will put 5. Okay, but this is like ordinate in the sense 0, 5, 10, 15 like that, it will change. Okay, now we can just go for click OK. And the grid color, if you want to change, you can able to change the color. For example, you can just go for red color. Then the grid lines, it will be in red color. Even the bubble size, you can able to change. Or you can continue with the default thing. Even the name of the grid also, you can able to go for changing. Okay, I will go for A. I will go for grid 1. Click OK. Now I'm just going to put some story data. I will continue with the 4 story, but the typical story height is 3, but the bottom story height I will put 4, which means only the ground floor it will be having 4 meter height. The rest of the floors it will be 3 meter. Then you can go for custom story data, edit story data. Here it will come. If you want to put some 10 story, then you can just put 10 and then go here and edit it. Okay, now we are getting 10 story. Now we can able to change this one by one. But 10, but the bottom story height 4. Okay, now here we are getting the story details. Okay, now the base is a 0 and then 3 meter elevation for story 1. So if you want to change the story 1 to first floor, second floor like that, you can able to change. Otherwise, no need to change, continue with the same story 1. Okay, but if you want to change some height or something, you can be able to change, then automatically the total height it will get increased. Okay, at the same time, similar to none here, master story, we have yes for story 10. Okay, so when whatever you are drawing in story 10, it will be applicable for all the other floors because it is going to follow the story 10. Then if you want to put story 1 to be yes, you can able to put yes, then automatically here also you can put a no, and you can able to select the story 1 everywhere. Otherwise, I will put this no and then story 2 yes. So here story 2 you can able to select. Here I will put none for the top story. Okay, like this we can able to customize the things so that what are all the things you are drawing in story 2, it will be applicable to the all other story. Click OK. Now you click OK. Now we are getting plan view and 3D view by default. See what are all the things but that we gave there, it is coming here. Okay, now I am going to take a beam and then I will continue with the concrete beam. Okay, here you can able to see this is story 10. Okay, but I will go to down This is like story 9. I will directly go to story 2. And here, like we need to take not one story, we will go for similar stories. Okay. So this is in story 1 now, like I will go for story 2. Okay. Now what it will be means like when you are drawing something here, you can able to see in the 3D view how this it will reflect everywhere to the similar story. Because story 2 until story 9 it is similar. That's why when you are drawing in one story, it will go for all the stories. Now I drawn 2 beams that we can able to see everywhere. It is just automatically coming. Now I will go for display options, and here I will go for extrude frames. I will go for apply to all view and then click OK. Now this is what the frames that we have created. Just you need to go here and you need to go for apply to all windows and you need to click OK. Now from here, if you want to change the story details or grid details, we can go for edit and you need to go for edit stories and grid system. And here, if you want to edit the story, you need to go for modify or show story data. Or if you want to edit the grid system, you can go here, modify or show grid system. I'm just going to the grid system. Now I'm just going to modify something or add something. Okay, for example, I will add here the next grid also, it's coming now. I will put here only the 10. Okay, now you can click OK and then click OK. Then you will get the new grids also. So like this, we can able to modify the grid or story system. I will go for edit stories and grid system. Again, I will go for modify or show story data. Here, if you want to change the height or something, you can change again. For example, I will go for a story 1 to be 5 feet and click OK and then click OK. Now accordingly, you will get the changes. So if you want to go for again, you can go here and you can go for add new window. So the 2D window, it will come. A plan window, it will come. So if it's not coming like that, no issue. Like here, you can just go for plan and you can take any one of the thing, story 2 and click OK. Then here we are getting the plan. Okay. Now here we have similar story, but we also have one story or all story. One story in the sense, if you're drawing something, it will be applicable only to the one story. For example, I will go here and I will try to draw some beams over. This is like a one story, so that it will be applicable only to the one story. Okay. But at the same time, if you're going for all story, and then I'm just taking, which means like it will go everywhere to all the floors. So irrespective of master story, this is what the difference between all story, one story and similar story. This is like all story, this is like one story, and this is like we drawn using similar stories. So you can make use of these options. And not only using this up or down arrow, you can also go here and you can select the which story you want to go for. For example, story 5, click OK. Then we can able to see we are in story 5. Then we can just take the one story alone and we can just go for some beams. So we can able to see that it is reflecting in the 3D also. At the same time, when you are just going for a column, this is like a quick draw columns. So if you want to draw columns, you can just go to quick draw columns and you can just go to one story alone, means it will come only for one story. For example, it is in one story, right? We are going to draw the column for 5 and I will just select a concrete column. So just go like this. So it will put column only for the 5th floor. So if you want to refresh, you can just use this icon, refresh window. See, now we can able to see the columns everywhere in the 5th floor alone. Now I will go for a similar story. Now I will try to put column. For example, now if you want to go to elevation, you can go to elevation and you can take any one of the elevation. This is in the grid 1. Okay. Now we are in similar story. Okay. Now I will just go for this one for column, and I need to select concrete column. Okay. Now what I will do in the sense, I will just draw here. See, can you able to see, like I just drawn here, but it is coming everywhere. This is because of similar story. Now I will just switch back to all story, and I will just take the column and I will try to draw the column here. But so here I am just drawing. So we can able to see everywhere we are getting the column because of all story. And we are also getting the support automatically. So for drawing column, you're supposed to go for elevation view that you can just take from here. So that the support also it will come automatically when you are selecting all story. Otherwise, you need to manually create the support or assign the support. Now this it will be applicable to the slabs also, and it will be applicable for quick slabs everywhere. I will just take the quick slab. This is like all story, but I will go for only one story first, and I will go to plan and I will go to 4th story. See, now I will just select like this. This is for one story for story 4. See, we are getting the floor. But if you are just going for a similar story, and I will go back to the plan and I will go back to the story 2, and I will just create a slab here. See, you can able to see all similar stories getting the same slab. At the same time, if it is like all story, then it will come all story. You can able to see how it is coming into 3D. Designing a multi-story building, you can make use of these options and you can go for analyze the model. So these options will be definitely helpful for you when you are dealing with the multi-story building.